Hello everyone and welcome to another Navis Nobilite ship overview, and today we are talking about probably the best Imperial style Grand Cruiser for the Imperial Navy as a whole. Here is the Exorcist Grand Cruiser. At 230 points, we have a standard Grand Cruiser stat line. We have a port and starboard 45 centimeter weapons battery at strength 8, but critically we have a carrier at launch capacity 4. Now, this is also critical because you can also equip it. It's the only other vessel than the Emperor and the Oberon that can take Shark assault boats. 10 additional points, you can take assault boats in the Imperial Navy. Bear that in mind. That's what makes this vessel so incredibly important, because otherwise, assault boats are heavily limited to battleship grade firepower. Also, you can refit your weapon batteries to strength 10 at 30 centimeters for no extra points. Personally, I take that upgrade because I would rather have a more a higher firepower series of weapons than a lower, even if I have better range. That's a personal preference. Now, what makes this vessel so incredibly important? Critically, this vessel is a Mars replacement. Not only that, it could be a dictator replacement. This vessel is a tough carrier. It's almost battleship grade toughness with battleship grade options for a significant points decrease over a battleship. If you want to place your carrier capacity in something tougher than a Dictator or a Mars, this is where you go. This is the Grand Cruiser that I use the most, and it also has the greatest service record in my fleets, simply because this ship doesn't bother with trying to make the carrier aspect do anything else, like be aggressive and a forward assault vessel like the Dictator, or try to be an artillery craft like the Mars. No, this thing is a carrier. All it cares about is carrying. That's it. And because it is just this, you save points and it stays to do its sole task. And by doing that, it is a sturdier and more effective carrier ultimately than most of the other carriers, because carriers are regularly targeted by the enemy for destruction first. If you put it in a tougher platform, it's a lot harder. Now, the downside is because, like all Grand Cruisers with one exception, it's on a large base, which means it's going to be susceptible to Nova cannons if you're fighting against the Imperial Navy. Bear that in mind, it does have some weaknesses. But overall, I would say that when it comes to strict utility and usefulness, at 230 points, up to 240 if you want the assault boats, you can't beat the Exorcist when it comes to being a fleet carrier. If you can find a way to finagle two of these into your fleet, you're golden. You have a pair of cruisers that just ain't gonna die easy. All right, all. That was all for the Imperial. Oh, wait, no. There's a hidden one, a secret Imperial Grand Cruiser that we need to talk about in the next video. I can't wait for that one. I'll talk to you all again soon.